He put out a series of Instagram stories, 5 to be exact, starting with this one. A lot of curse words that I have to kind of bleep out here. Hey, you effing hack, if you're gonna accuse me of literal corruption, get your facts straight and man up and come accuse me to my face. You're a effing clown, desperate for clickbait. And then he continues to say, I literally have $10,000 invested in stocks and haven't made trades in over a year. I have never had more than $20,000 invested while in Congress. Fox knows this, but they're desperate for fake controversy to get clicks. Waters is a tool, making millions to push conspiracies on TV and bash veterans like me who are barely a fraction of his net worth. Wake up, America. The political entertainment industry is almost always lying to you. He also posted this. This is the list that Waters is using. I'm pretty far down on it. Why choose me? Because he's an effing clown chasing clicks. He knows people will recognize me. And Dan, don't flatter yourself. Don't flatter yourself, Dan. Come on. He's like, I've got a lot of name recognition. And he's specifically singling me out because it's gonna get more attention. John.
Hey there, guys, welcome to the channel. So guys, so here's what I used to love about Fox News. And honestly, it's kind of funny, all the mushy brain propaganda puppets in this world, they will all tell you, just about every single one. They've never watched Fox, by the way. They just are believing in parroting what they're told. But they will tell you that Fox News just repeats Republican talking points. And that's about it, as they all gobble up every bit of nonsense that Rachel Maddow says as if it's some sort of truth. But anyway, we all know, anyone who's seen both channels or both approaches, we know that's not true. They used to actually take Republicans to task on the regular. A lot of Republicans wouldn't even go on Tucker Carlson's show. And I haven't heard a lot about that stuff since Tucker days. And full disclosure, I haven't watched a lot since the Tucker days, but I figured we should give credit where credit is due and show Jesse Waters absolutely dismantling Judas Republican Dan Crenshaw and a lot of members of Congress, both sides of the aisle. But before I show you this, guys, if you haven't already, be a part of the channel's growth. 2024 is going to be a scratch and claw sort of year for conservative voices on YouTube. So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel. It really does mean a lot. So here's where we're at, man. Jesse Waters had a pretty great segment on all the members of Congress who beat the hell out of the stock market last year. And some of them beat the S&P 500 by a freaking mile, which really does make you wonder if these people are so intelligent, if they can beat the market by this much, how are they so freaking bad at their real jobs?
After a lackluster 2022, 23 was a hot year for stocks. The S&P 500 was up 24%. So how's your portfolio looking? Bet it's not looking as good as members of Congress because politicians crushed the market last year. Their performance smoked, and I mean smoked, professional money managers who do this all day for a living. Let's take a look back at 2023's best performing stock pickers in Congress, thanks to stock market congressional expert and tracker Unusual Whales. Coming in at number 1, Democrat Congressman Brian Higgins from New York. He was up a whopping 239%. And he's going out on top. He's leaving Congress in February. Smart. Sitting in at number 2, Republican Congressman Mark Green from Tennessee, who was up 122% this year. Democrat Senator Dick Blumenthal, also on the list of lawmakers who destroyed the market this year. He was up 68%. What about the Wolf of Washington? Nancy Pelosi, she came in 41 points above the S&P 500 this year. Well done, Nance. I mean, Paulie. Next is the man who really believes Biden talked to Hunter's business clients about the weather the whole time. Dan Goldman was up 53% this year. Attaboy, Danny. And then we have Republican Congressman Dan Crenshaw, who beat the market by 13 points. Overall, Democrats outperformed Republicans by about 13 points. Our lawmakers made over $1 billion in financial transactions this year. A lot of them investing in companies that they had inside information on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what corruption looks like. And that is why Congress still hasn't passed a ban on insider stock trading.
Yeah, so you guys see that. Now, here's where I'm at with this. Dan Crenshaw, he's a former Special Forces member, right? The guy knows how to stay cool under pressure. If there was nothing to any of this, how easy would it have been to just say, especially having time to type it at home, you know? All he had to do was just say, I've got 20-something grand in the market. Don't be ridiculous. Instead, he acted like what the left would tell you, as if there is a way guilty people act, but the left would say that's the way a guilty man acts. Now, obviously, who knows? All we know is that regardless of how much he's got in the market, Dan Crenshaw came with a Warren Buffett-like showing. He showed up, and he should write a book about investing, and he should invest more. But you know what? I mean, he was nothing, honestly, compared to other members of Congress, many, many members, Republican and Democrat. And how about that figure that Jesse threw out there? American politicians had over $1 billion invested by the end of 2023. This is an incredible number, and I'm not mad. You know, I mean, I'm not going to poo-poo on wealth. I'm not like that. We're not leftists. But when you consider how all the leftist simps that keep these people in power, all they ever want to beat you over the head with is how evil the rich are and pay their fair share, this, that, and the other, while their heroes are literally cleaning up, becoming more wealthy than any public servant was ever designed to be. But they really do believe, these people really do believe that these politicians care about them, about their well-being and their interests. They are insane. It's truly amazing what branding, especially Democrat branding and propaganda, can do to people's brains. But anyway, guys, that's just my take. Let me know yours in the comments, and let me know, what do you think it will actually take for Congress to really pass some legislation to govern their own trading procedures or their own abilities to make this kind of cash? I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it needs to happen. But anyway, guys, that's my take. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. We'll see you in the next one.